एक हिंदी में कहावत है कि कोई, I was reading one of the tweets where they were saying कि इतना नहीं डराओ कि डर ही खत्म हो जाए. There's no doubt that the police is trying to build a completely different narrative about what happened, what caused the violence in Northeast Delhi. What the Delhi police is trying to say is that the conspiracy was a very different one. The conspiracy was really of the people behind the anti-CAA protests. Its first starting point is that this law was not a threat to the Indian Muslim in any kind of way. So they were taking a political position very close to the ruling establishment. They completely whitewash and deny any role, on the one hand, of hate mongering by the senior leadership of the government and the BJP. And on the other hand, of course, they completely deny the complicit role of the Delhi police. In our understanding, quite crystal clear what happened in Northeast Delhi was the climate of hate that had been created during the Delhi elections, led ably from the front by senior most levels of the government and a number of other ministers and BJP leaders, had raised the pitch of hate.
ट्रंप के जाने तक तो हम शांति से जा रहे हैं.
दिल्ली पुलिस लठ बजाओ, हम तुम्हारे साथ हैं.
इसके गद्दारों को 1 महीने के अंदर एक मस्जिद आपको नहीं छोड़ेगा.
लेकिन उसके बाद हम आपकी भी नहीं सुनेंगे अगर रास्ते खाली नहीं हुए तो.
आर पार की लड़ाई, सभी सनातनियों बाहर आओ, मरो या मार डालो, बाद में देखी जाएगी.
एक ही नारा, एक ही नाम, जय श्री राम, जय श्री राम. एक ही नारा, एक ही नाम.
On that one point, I think the Delhi police and we are agreed that there is a conspiracy behind the Delhi violence. Very briefly, in my understanding, 3 things that are necessary for this violence to happen. The first of them is the manufacture of hatred. The second is the organizing of the logistics of the violence. The first 2 are necessary but not sufficient. What makes it sufficient is the third, which is the supportive role of the state. And then you have these, you have these segments of the media which is willing to then, both digest this and present it uncritically, and not only uncritically but sensationally.
प्रोफेसर ने पढ़ाया दंगों का पाठ.
खालिद ने भाषण से दंगों के लिए उकसाया. अपूर्वानंद एक तरह से दंगों की योजना बनाने में अगुवाई कर रहे थे.
The conspiracy behind the riots needs to hear some hard truths.
What the police is now doing, they are now doing selective leakages, confessions to the police, allegedly made to the police by people in custody. A number of these confessions have actually been found to be almost in identical language. The police knows that these are not admissible as evidence, and yet they are leaking them. Every so-called riot, there is a conspiracy behind them. If the state had wanted, it could have crushed this within a matter of hours. The fact that it went on for so long is in itself evidence about the complicity of the Delhi police and the state.
सब कुछ बर्बाद कर दिया मुझे मैया।